Yo, 2026 and the link is feeling cold. Stories of a super runner getting kinda old. Jalen under fire, say his vision's getting tight. Calling them uncoachable every single night. AJ in the tray, got me in my field. Mr. Hollywood is the brownest on the field. Man, he ain't calling plays, I'll be searching for the spark. Eagles flying solo, hunting shadows in the dark. Prabo and Rossini trying to launch a master plan. Ever since the photos got you sitting with the fans. Draft day approaching, how we sitting on this perch. Gotta fill some holes, so you know he's on the search. 10 toes down with the Eagles on the scene. Watching out for Cap, cause your boy is bleeding green. Searching through the trending topics, info moving slow. Pro fan talk, always keep you in the know. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Where the real ones bar. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Where the real ones bar. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all.
Good evening, good people. Good evening. Happy Monday to you. May the 4th be with you. The plan was to get some Star Wars themed backgrounds going, but moving and shaking today, never got around to it. It's all good. It's the thought that counts. Phillies are up 1-0 in the top of the 9th. Flyers are up 2-1 at the beginning of the 3rd. It's a good night. Everybody in Boston land is crashing out. Jaylen Brown is getting flame roasted online for his comments. Let me see something here. Let me try something real quick. Nah, that's too dark. So, yeah, we got some things going on in Philadelphia. How y'all doing, man? What's going on with y'all? Holla at me. What's good with you? What's good with you? Tiff, first out the limo. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Ian is in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Chris 3K, what it do, son? What's good with you, man? Everybody in the chat, hit that subscribe if you hadn't done already. Hit that like button. Panda's in the building. What's going on, dude? What up? What up? What up? It is all good in the hood, man. My squad showing up slowly but surely. Everybody pulling in the driveway. So I was thinking about AJ Brown in his softball tournament, or no, that was Jalen Hurts' softball tournament. AJ Brown was doing his football camp, his kids' football camp. And he's got at the end of the day, he's got the mic, and no matter what anybody say, don't forget, I love y'all. And he peaced out. What's going on, Dr. Jen? Ski fi to you. What's good with you? And I thought that I knew everybody was going to crash out, feel some kind of way about that. And of course, I get online and you see a couple of posts on X. Some people were feeling some kind of way that he hasn't talked to the media in months, but he's giving messages and sending signals and all of that type of stuff. Everybody was talking about Cooper DeJean and what's his name? What's the guy from NBC? Well, basically, he just kind of trapped him into saying that he didn't say it, but he inferred that AJ is gone and he knows he's gone. That sort of thing. So, it's all good, man. This is the nature of the business. This is all the extra stuff that we put on it because we ain't got nothing to talk about. The media doesn't have anything to talk about, man, and they can't figure out what they want to do. And, You know how it is, man. It's just it's always something. Everybody in their feelings and all of that stuff, man. So knowing how the business is, knowing how the sausage is made, this is the way that it goes. Social media has given the put a new level on how people cover things, and you're gonna call it in your feelings, feeling some kind of way, getting your feelings hurt, whatever you want to call it, man. That's what everybody doing, man. So yeah, I agree with that, Tiff. I agree with that. Like, what was he gonna say? Like, what was he gonna, read the Eagles Day rights? And nah, he kept it light. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. Although, unless I missed it, Tiff, you can let me know if I missed something. Were there any other Eagles players there at camp with him? Because I remember talking about this when we signed Saquon Barkley. And I remember doing a video based upon the crash out that Tiki Barber had on the radio about Saquon. And I was like, man, you just don't up and leave and take everything with you at the drop of a hat. Because like AJ, Saquon had charitable organizations, he had charities, he was running. He was busy in the community. And just because you get traded, what happens to all of that stuff? It just doesn't stop. I'm positive that Saquon Barkley had like a football camp or maybe a running back camp or whatever it was that was probably organized and scheduled a year before. And if you get traded, what happens to that? You didn't already pay for the money. People have already committed their time. The kids may have already sent in their money, and the parents sent in their money, taken off work, and scheduled their time to be there. So what, are you just not going to show up? Now, I know sometimes things like that happen, but for the most part, you're going to still try to keep them dates because they ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. What's going on is just business, and you still trying to keep it real and be there for the kids, for the community, and everything that comes with that. That's what AJ was doing. I'm sure really in reality, he probably didn't want to be there. There was probably some little smart aleck kid that probably wanted to ask a question, or somebody smart aleck flippant parents that, wanted to, you know, try to get little digs like that. Yeah, I guess we'll be seeing you in Patriots wear, and you never know what they're gonna say, because it's always somebody that think they can test the waters, or they're gonna push it too far. There's always somebody there that's gonna take it to a place where it doesn't need to be. But I say all that to say I'm sure he didn't want to deal with that, but he did. He did. And you know what? I hope he don't never speak to the Philadelphia media. To be honest with you, I don't. I don't think it's great that he's leaving. I understand why he's leaving. I wish he would stay. But if he don't want to be here, deuces. And I'm not saying that trying to be disrespectful or flip. I'm like, I understand what it means where you in a situation and you're not enjoying it anymore. I understand that very acutely. My situation, I walked away from the game. That's when I stopped playing ball. So I understand that there's some feelings in it. You think AJ Brown hate everybody in Philadelphia? Far from it. But the problem is the people and the organizations that he does have a problem with represent a lot of people. They represent a hell of a lot of people. WIP and 97.5 represent a big piece of Philadelphia. And not everybody that listens to the radio stations are against AJ Brown or AJ haters or whatever. But there's a big there's a big population of people who are. And since those are the entities that are getting all of the attention, it seems like it's larger than it actually is. So that's the way things go like that. And you just got to keep it moving. Go make your money. We'll see you when we see you. So, your best years were in Philadelphia. So if you get to the point where you can get into the hall, most likely you'll probably want to wear an Eagles hat. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I give credit to AJ. He's standing pat. He ain't saying nothing. And he could. That's the funny thing. He could blow this spot all the way up. Even though it would be his opinion. Even though there would be a big contingency of people that probably don't believe him, don't believe what he say, none of that type of stuff. But the reality of the situation is he could blow up the spot. He can say whatever he want to say. And it ain't no different than somebody getting something from sources. It's hearsay. He was there, so you could put credibility on that if you really wanted to. But credit to him. He keeping his mouth shut. He ain't trying to blow up the spot. He ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus. He ain't trying to do none of that. He would have had every opportunity to throw Kevin Patullo under the bus, and everybody in Philadelphia would have been trying to drive the bus. And they would have ran over him one time and backed that bitch right back up and try to do it again. He ain't do that. He kept it quiet. He ain't said nothing this whole time. This whole entire time, A.J. Brown ain't said nothing. You can bitch, moan, and complain about what he said and what he alluded to on podcasts. At the big scheme of things, I can't even concern myself with that. I can't even concern myself with it because at the end of the day, that has no bearing on whether or not Howie Roseman is going to get a contract together. Because let us not forget, it ain't really on him. It's on Howie and whoever this other team is. If it's the Patriots, if it's the Chiefs, if it's the Rams, whoever. They have to collectively agree. They have to agree to take on this salary that he's got that's going to be knocked down a tier after June 1st. The other team has to agree to take that on. So it's really not on AJ. Because as quiet as kept, Howie could say, you know what? We gonna need another receiver. I'm not happy with this core we got right now. So you know what? I'm not gonna trade you. And then what AJ gonna do? Not go to camp? Technically, he can do that. He's not gonna do that because you don't want to pay that money and him not play. That causes a whole nother set of circumstances. So I ain't trying to do that, but still, yeah, Doc Jen, I'm with you. I wish AJ the best. I wish him the best because I don't want to see him gone, but I understand. And if that's what you got to do, brother, deuces to you. Best of luck. If you ever come through Philly, my advice to you is don't go across the middle because somebody's going to be head hunting. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And we got to look at the flip side of this because the pressure is on Dontavian Wicks and the pressure is on Makai Lemon. I'll take some of it off of Makai Lemon because he'll be a rookie. But when you drafted in that first round, one of them first 32, the pressure is commiserate with that check. Absolutely. And he better come with the cleats on, ready to play. That's all I can say. But I don't think for a moment Makai Lemon is walking up in here just thinking that he's just going to take over and fill them shoes. He got a lot to learn, and he knows that. And hopefully Sean Mannion has got his situation together with his offense and the scheme to where we can pick and choose what we want to do and who we want to do it with. Because we're going to find out quick, fast, and in a hurry what Devontae Smith can do against double teams. Because they're going to bracket coverage over to his side pretty quick if we don't establish somebody on that X side of the field. Who your X receiver is and who your slot is of supreme importance because that makes the defense have to take notice. Somebody got to take care of that. Ask the Chiefs. See what they did in the Super Bowl. They thought they could cover one and get away without worrying about the other one, and they got burned. in the worst way. In the worst way. So I want to have an offense where you got to make a decision. You got to make a choice. That's the best thing about our offense last year. You had Jalen was a threat to run and a threat to pass. Then you had Smitty on the right at Z. Then you had AJ on the left at X. We never really used our slots well enough, in my opinion. We never did. Saquon was back there, and then you had Dallas Goedert as an option that we didn't use enough. So that's the benefit of having a good team. I want to be like Tiamat. I want to have 5 heads on that dragon. And every time you kill one, you got to worry about the other ones. And if you don't worry about the other ones well enough, that the first head you just chopped off is going to grow back. That's the type of offense we had in 24 when we won the Super Bowl and we dominated in the Super Bowl. You had to pick your poison, and there were no good choices for you. None. Jalen Hurts said, "Oh, you want to hold Saquon to 50 yards rushing? I will throw the ball all over the place." Not to mention the defense wasn't letting them get away with Nathan. So we gotta did the Eagles, is the steal of Makai Lemon gonna pan out? Was it worth it? Is it gonna work out? The Steelers ended up taking Max Iheanachor, who's a very good tackle from Arizona State. It was my thought that if nothing happened, if the Eagles stayed put and they, for some way, did not get Kenyon Sadiq, I thought that Iheanachor was going to be the choice. He was going to be the draft pick because they're looking for somebody to take over for Lane Johnson. I don't know if Markel Bell is it. He might not even be a damn tackle. They might move him to guard like they did with Mekhi Becton. So, we got some X factors, man. We got some unknown variables that we got to deal with. So, how is the steal going to work out? Because let me tell you why it's weird for Pittsburgh. And they can make it, they're trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. Because the guy that they wanted was taken. He got took. The Eagles moved forward and got the guy they wanted. That's the Russell Wilson syndrome. That's what I call it. I tell that story all the time. Go look it up on YouTube. Joe Banner explains when the Eagles had an opportunity to draft Russell Wilson, they waited because they just knew he was going to drop. And Seattle snuck up and got him. And they learned that lesson. Never again. So they went up and got their guy. If it pans out, it pans out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But they went up and got him. That way you leave no misunderstandings. That's the guy we wanted. Clearly, Pittsburgh wanted him. Because they was before we could make the pick. If it wasn't for Howie being one of them type of dudes that says, "Hey, I want to talk to the person before I make that pick. I want them on the phone before we make this selection." I at least want to talk to the man before we give him 15 mil. That's fair, right? So, Chris, 100%, man. At the end of the day, it's a gamble. It's a gamble, and you might not figure out if you won or lost until 2 years from now. So we'll see what's going to happen. Prime example, what's going to happen this year with Johnny Wilson? Is Johnny Wilson going to show up? Is he going to be the guy that we thought he was? or hope that he is? Or is he going to get cut? Because we got a roster that's too big. Or is he going to be one of them situations where you can't cut him? You can't. Is he going to be like this year's Darius Cooper? Darius Cooper was so good in camp last year, you couldn't cut him. It didn't make sense. You find a way to keep that kid on the team. And that's what they did. Maybe he'll get an opportunity this year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's how people make it. That's how people make it. You can't tell me Darius Cooper can't play. I know he can play because the reality of the situation is if he would have been somebody from a bigger school and did what he did in camp and all of that type of stuff, he would be the starter going into the new year. Even though his production and the things that he was doing on the field graded out better than some of these top picks, but they still can't give him a chance because it's a numbers game. How you gonna start the rookie free agent wide receiver when you got somebody making a couple million on the bench, not getting it done? You wasting money. So they would rather take the hit rather than get the win. They would rather save face and try to make somebody better than they actually are. They do that shit all the time. All the time. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled that these GMs and these scouts are so much better than us as fans. They are not. They are not. They have access to more information and they still can't get it right. They still gonna get it. They won't get it right. If we go down and list all 32 draft picks in the first round, and then at the end of the year, just give them a plus or a minus, who was good and who wasn't, it'll probably be a failing grade. It'll probably be less than 50%. How we looking? 8 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third. Philadelphia is still up 2-1 on the Flyers. The Sixers are getting beat up 74-51. It's at halftime. And what happened with the Phillies? It was 2-1 the Phillies a little bit ago. But I can't. Yeah, they won't even show me the rest of the damn scoreboard. All right, what do we do? Did the Phillies win? Did the Phillies win, y'all? There we go. Sorry about that. I think I'm moving back away from the microphone a little bit too much. My bad. Phillies won 1-0. All right. So the Phillies are now 15-20. So there you have it. So we getting it in. We getting it in. Interesting stat right here. The Eagles have had since 2000. You guys may have seen this. This is from via Jeff Kerr on Twitter. The Eagles have had 13 seasons where a wide receiver has gained more than 1,000 yards receiving. So am I muted? Hold on. I got all my numbers going, so it's not telling me that I'm muted. I don't understand. Y'all still can't hear me? Still no sound? Because everything's good. Everything's good on this side. I can hear you. You can hear me, Tiff? Okay. Because yeah, I got my meters is moving. My OBS is looking good. So everything's moving there. Mic audio 2, short mic. Okay, so yeah, I'm good. I'm good on my end, so I'm not sure what's happening. There we go. Panda, you can't hear me? It might be a you problem. Yeah. Anybody else in the chat, give me a thumbs up. You got to turn the Sixers game off. Hey, watch the score from Google. Yeah. It's like that. Everybody get a turn. We still coming off the high of beating the Celtics, and this is probably they're probably on an emotional low right now, because when you win big games like that, it is very difficult to then turn around and win a new one. So now you play in New York, and you got to deal with all of that. So they are probably on an emotional downward spiral. So they got to get through that. What they need is about 2 to 3 days off. They need a weekend, but they're not going to get it. They got to just keep going. They need like a 3-day thing, but not gonna happen. So they gotta get it together. They gotta get it together. So I don't know, but at least they in this situation. I kept hearing people say today that they don't care if the Sixers do anything else. They're good with where they are now. I'm like, no, the hell we ain't. And who was this we stuff? What is this we good? I ain't good. I want to see them win. I want to see them beat New York. I ain't good. Let's go. We didn't. You don't start this journey to get to the second round and call it quits. Hell no. Hell no. You just finally got the big man playing like he got some damn sense. And now you want to be, I'm satisfied with this. Oh, no, 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 no. No, thank you. We got business to take care of. Same thing with the Flyers. I know Carolina's a good team, but we got business to take care of. I expect you to win. You here, ain't you? Shoot. Damn it. They tied it up. 6:08 left in the third. Hurricanes tied it up 2-2. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Well, we still got some hockey to play. So yeah, I'll give them the grace for that one game because they still on the emotional high. And they gotta do things a little bit better. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I really didn't want to get into WNBA. I want to say that for my hoops live stream, but damn, did y'all see what Chicago Sky just did? They cut Haley Van Lith and then went immediately signed Natasha Cloud. Like, yeah, dog, that was scandalous. That was scandalous. I'm trying to see. Oh, what is this? All these commercials be going. Let's see. All this information. I thought there would be some more information. Let me try Adam Schefter. See if there's any more. I'm so ready for training camp now. It's not even funny. Because I want to get past all of these narratives and all of this nonsense. Hold on. Why is Adam Schefter on Aaron Donald's podcast? Schefter just making the rounds now, ain't he? Dang. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Any stories, anything? No, nothing good. I don't see no big stories or no breaking news right now. It's all about the playoffs and what's going on right now. So it is what it is. Sixers, they still at halftime. They are down by 23. So we'll see. The one question I wanted to ask was, does anybody think that Howie Roseman is still going to do something different? Do you not necessarily something different, but do you still think he's got another move to make? I still want to see him get a safety, but he's known to make a move or two right before or right after training camp. So we'll see. Usually it'll be before so they can get somebody in the camp and we can see what they are all about. I don't know. I don't know. I see a few people coming free, but I think everything's going to wait until after June 2nd. Once June 2nd happens and we finally figure out the fate of AJ Brown, then we'll be able to go to the next step and figure out what's what. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just got to be patient. It'll be here before you know it. Hell, we in May right now. It's May 4th. So before you know it, it'll be June 1st. And I'll be one of them ones up at 12:20 a.m. June 2nd, trying to break the news about AJ Brown going to wherever he's going. So, and I don't understand if the agreement is already done, why do we have to wait till June 1st? I don't understand that rule. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Just, it could be a handshake deal on the low and then just keep it moving. You ain't got to, it just seems silly to me, but I'm sure they got their reasons. Some type of anti-tampering rule or something like that. But sometimes it don't make no sense sometimes. So OTA start May 26th. Yep. I can't wait. I'm ready for football to get started already. So we can see where we at. We can see what Jalen Hurts' next step is going to be. I believe that's this kid we got now, Mannion. Yeah, I think they're gonna do some. I think they're gonna make a difference. They're gonna do a little something different. So we'll see. We shall see. Oh, come on back after halftime, Sixers. So let's get this drubbing over. So we got we are in New York and at Carolina. Gotcha. 4:23 left in the third. Still 2-2. Carolina and Philadelphia. So we'll see what's next. A helmet cam. Let me tell you what a helmet cam does. Because now you're talking about language. You're getting into the helmet cams. You're getting into the virtual reality stuff. What that does is it helps with recognition. When you got the helmet cam, the reason why they do that is because when the quarterback drops back, you can freeze frame it. What are you looking at? What are you seeing? That's like you can set that up like flashcards. So they'll give you a flash of the configuration of what the defense looks like at eye level. It's different when you drawing stuff on the board. You got X's, O's. Here's the nose. Here's the tackle. Here's the ends. You got the mic in the middle. You got two linebackers, or shift over. You only got two linebackers, and then you got 5 DBs because you're playing nickel or whatever the situation is. When you put that camera on top of your helmet, you get in a real perspective. So that's exactly what the defense is going to look like and how you're going to perceive it when you under center. Or hell, even for shotgun. So that's the way it goes. It's keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. I see I see Stephon Diggs' assault trial is in the news. That's funny. And apparently she was on the payroll. So it sounds like her story is going down the drain anyway. So we'll see. Yeah, Tiff, that's a I've seen a couple of there's a company that makes a virtual reality simulation, but they use it. It's not a game. It's specifically for training purposes, and they were set up at a fair, festival, something. And Peyton Manning walks in. It might have been at like a college football game or something like that. Peyton Manning steps in the cage. He puts the headset on, and he's looking at a defense. You got to throw the ball to a certain zone. It's got to be because it tries to track the ball flight. So it starts it just like if you were hit a golf ball simulator, a golf simulator. As soon as you hit the screen, the computer picks up where the ball hit the screen, how fast it was going, what angle, all of that type of stuff, and it can simulate how fast the ball will go, how far it'll travel. I would imagine they have some type of technology that can do kind of the same thing. Yep, Jay Daniels does that. I got to recheck. They were supposed to release the new era football simulator on the VR unit, but I haven't heard anything from it. So maybe I need to go check my emails again. I put a message out, send a message out to Tracy Perlman, who works for the NFL office. And yeah, I'm just trying to get information because I love that type of stuff. I would love to be able to draw plays in virtual reality. I messed around with that a couple times. I did a couple videos in VR. You can go back and watch them. They're pretty cool. I just did a on my gaming channel. I did the what am I trying to say? Use your words, Marcus. I did a watch and react to the Zach Kreger's Resident Evil movie. So it's a cool technology. I'm always trying to find ways to use it because I know a lot of people aren't using it. And the ones that are using it, they're just playing the games or doing Beat Saber or whatever. I'm trying to do something different, trying to make it look different. So no, Tiff, it's not a new camera. Not a new camera. I'll be playing with the lighting and stuff because right now all the lights in my office are out, and I got one LED light mounted on top of my. It's like a LED bar. I got them on both sides of my computer monitor, but only one is lit, and that's enough to light the room because my computer gets hot. I got 9 fans in it, and it's blowing hot air out, so it gets hot in this room. So if I can keep the lights down low, that's what I try to do. So this one LED light it's a little hot, but it gets the job done. Gets the job done. So, all right, a minute 13 left in the third, 2-2. So, Sixers coming back. They only down by 23 now. So, you know what? I hadn't even looked at the Met Gala. I saw Asia was there, Angel Reese was there, but yeah, not interested. So, let's see if we can. Trying to check my scores. 56. Less than a minute left in the third. Let's go into overtime. Come on, Flyers. Let's get fired up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I know there was a story that I had in my chat. I gotta find this. I don't know what's going on. Nope. That's the stuff on Natasha Cloud. Yeah, that was crazy what they did with her. Oh. Who is this? Oh, that's Angel Reese leaving the game. I heard she got booed because her boyfriend was getting tagged and they started chanting her name in the crowd, all of that type of stuff. So Joe Burrow and Jeff Jefferson at the Met. Yeah, that seems to be the way the people are going. Don't surprise me. I can't hate on them. I can't hate on them. I don't even know what they do with the Met. But we don't care. We don't care who's at the Met Gala, y'all. Ugh. So we got a slow night tonight, man. Usually I'm at like 50, 60 people. And right now it's only been 20 people in the chat. It's all good. It's all good. So a couple things. Working on some new graphics. Definitely doing that. Hopefully I will have that done next week. I'm going to try to start producing more videos, meaning I have to shoot it, edit it before I post it. Because I've been doing a lot of live lately, which are great, but I want to produce videos because sometimes produced videos give you consistently better views. So just experimenting, just trying to step my game up. Y'all know how I do. Y'all already know. So yes, a lot of events. And the one thing I gotta remember, I gotta jump online so I can figure out when they start practicing and playing for the World Cup. Because I'm gonna be following World Cup too. So it's only right. So, but in any case, no news. We still here. The Eagles are still getting it done. And they will probably have something to say about whatever tomorrow. So it's all good. And I'm gonna go ahead and land this plane right now. But I appreciate everybody. Tomorrow night, 8:30, Bald Eagles podcast. Me and Tone chop it up. Then Wednesday, right back here at 9 p.m. And then Thursday, right back here at 9 p.m. We're gonna keep getting it done. My next goal right now, as soon as I log out of here, is I'm going in the kitchen. I'm gonna make me a cookies and cream ice cream shake. I'm making it myself, Carlos. No Snickers cookies allowed. So, but anyways, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Short conversation, but guess what? Sometimes the best conversations, we ain't got to go 2 hours every damn night. Shoot, I'm old. I'm sleepy. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully I have some new graphics up soon, but we shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and land this plane and get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget that notification bell, so you'll know exactly when I drop something new. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will talk to y'all later. And as usual, go Birds. Yo, 2026 and the link is feeling cold. Stories of a super runner getting kinda old. Jalen under fire, say his vision's getting tight. Calling them uncoachable every single night. AJ in the tray, got me in my field. Mr. Hollywood is the brownest on the field. Man, he ain't calling plays, I'll be searching for the spark. Eagles flying solo, hunting shadows in the dark. Crable and Rossini trying to launch a master plan. Ever since the photos got you sitting with the fans. Draft day approaching, how we sitting on this perch. Gotta fill some holes, so you know he's on the search. 10 toes down with the Eagles on the scene. Watching out for Cap, cause your boy is bleeding green. Searching through the trending topics, info moving slow. Pro fan talk, always keep you in the know. Pro fan talk. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk. With the real ones bar. From the Birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. Pro fan talk. Hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw.